History has a humbling habit of hiding her help in hindsight. So used to knowing her omnipotently, it can be unnerving being an uncertain character in an unfolding story. Allegory at its best, she stands on the resilience of our ancestors' shoulders and reminds us of our capacity. Capacity to care and to be carried. Capacity to bear and not be buried, because capacity is only exposed by a load almost too heavy for legendary, but standing was never meant to be a solo scene. Humanity is an extraordinary thing. Though we may be quarantined and orders given to border our bodies, no government mandate can patrol bruised, bended knees. No viral shutdown will ever be more infectious than the transmission of sweaty palms into silent but explosive communication with God. Suffering, seen through shallow sight, can seem senseless, but simple things have always been used to shame the strong. Consider this. We've never been more mindful of our every breath, every touch, every step past neighbor and stranger out of fear of compromised lungs, but it has taught us to see. Face masks have revealed more of our true selves than the costumes we've worn for years. Separation has dusted off books and board games and reminded us that isolation is most often experienced in a crowded room. That data and device had a monopoly on our attention long before any virus checkmated our boundaries. And I'm sorry, but sometimes life makes us go fish for clues on how to navigate our troubles and reminds us of what we need to connect for. Our hearts have been crying for centuries to reconcile, and suffering has a funny way of accomplishing that. As each of us, in earshot of this poem, go through our own hardship. Financial insecurity, loved ones sick, canceled weddings, missed births and funerals, and limited visits. Remember, there are no laws or vaccines stronger than our ability to love, our ability to lift up, our ability to strengthen. Our hearts are helped to be reminded of a God who has been familiar with pandemics since Eve bit into that fruit, and surely he has not left us now. We may be hard-pressed, but we will not be crushed. We might be perplexed, but not in despair. Perseverance is his way of making us complete. Hardship without lessons learned is wasted suffering. So choose how you'll endure, because God is still in the business of calming storms and walking with you along that ocean's shore. So be sure of those hidden gifts. Stand together in unity, in love. Be still and keep hope.